tonight on Sunday Night Primetime. San Francisco looks for their first sweep with Seattle since 2011. Can the Seahawks avoid the broom? We'll find out next on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard.
Seattle's offense ready to go here for the first time, and leading them is the 7-time Pro Bowler in his 10th year now in the NFL, Russell Wilson.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time, he had a guy average about 40 points a game, and he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now Wilson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Now it's Wilson. This is caught. Wilson able to hook up with Eskridge. 1st down, Seattle.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo fifth season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Six 0 our score after 1.
Here we go. 56. We ain't getting another shot. 56 for Mike, boy. 56. Shot.
Second down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Come on.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Rolling to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On third down, Wilson steps away to his left. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
I don't think you got it, sir.
2nd down and goal. Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough...
Here's a diving catch right side. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1, didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, They're only up 12-0. One extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Garoppolo now. That one going to be complete to David Moore. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 21.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Niners are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. This is DJ Reed returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. It's a gain of 34. On first down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
Garoppolo on first down. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And running with power here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando's. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught.
Let's go, baby.
What a catch.
Get ready. Get ready.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Again, Wilson rolling to his right. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson, being chased out left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson, 22 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On first down, Garoppolo
gets this to Moore.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 31, Garoppolo.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. A gain of 6 there on first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Past midfield, look out. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Wilson wants to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson buying time to his left, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd and short. And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one.